They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Virginia's offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy. And because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him. And everybody on this offense is looking to him.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Chambers. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Let's take a minute here and think about Virginia. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. So Indiana's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the breaks into the open.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Right on the money. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. This quarterback part of their running game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Finds his tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Oh, he makes the catch. Headed to the end zone. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Spears. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. New set of downs after the completion. Back to throw. It's Chambers. Here's a heat. Swings it out to his running back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Cavaliers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Here's the pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The number 1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. He'll keep it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hit.
There he goes. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Dropping back. It's Carr. Oh, they're after him. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Got the quick pass. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Hoosiers will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Made a defender miss. Touchdown, Indiana! A great catch and run for 6.
I think he loves starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Fielded in the end zone. It's Spears. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Dropping back, it's Chambers. It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And the Cavaliers decide to punt it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Great place to start for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll move the tight end. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today. in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. Looking to pass. It's Chambers. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Connection to the right. Touchdown, Cavaliers! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes.
Turning it on! He now has 56 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. And the Hoosiers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Pulls and fires complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Give to the running back. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Flips it out in the flat. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Hoosiers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Makes the grab on the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Indiana! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that the quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Here he comes with the return. And the returner is stopped. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air, looking to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Cavaliers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to pass. It's Chambers. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. And the Cavaliers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Punt is in the air. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air. It's Carr. It's on target and complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man quickly. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Cavaliers will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Going to the run to start this second half. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He now has 80 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. To the air on first down. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Back to throw, it's Chambers. Finds his man, it's Goodwin.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Gives it on the option. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quickly to the tight end. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Wants to throw again. Unleashes one deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
No doubt, and when you're playing cover 2, you got 2 safeties deep that account for the whole field, right? I got half the field, you got half the field. So they do a great job. You have to see and have good vision on the quarterback. You got to make sure you're breaking on the football. How about the strong safety spinning down, doing a good job seeing the ball and going to get it.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. To the air, it's Chambers. He's got an open man. Got a lot of room to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Virginia!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. And now the offense will come onto the field again. He'll pull it on the read. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go.
Pressure affects quarterbacks. This guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Hoosiers look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Orji. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Rush is on him. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Looking downfield on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. for a man. It's Chambers. Turns it loose deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go when you run into
strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Hand off from the shotgun. Steamrolls his way ahead. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Cavaliers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Might as well stick with it. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Cavaliers will hustle to the line. They've been running it, but now the pass. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And the comeback is on. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Dropping back, it's Carr. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Hoosiers come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. There he goes. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Flying down the right side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that 1st down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the air, it's Carr. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Making side adjustments here. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He makes a grab. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter. And the Cavaliers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation, it's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
And you practice the 2-minute drill all week long, and you dream about making those big plays, and how about this defense coming up big, shutting down this offense. The offense has a chance to go make this a game, maybe go win the football game, and the defense does their job, does their part, makes the big safety, and now receiving the football and putting 1 nail in the coffin.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Punts it out of the air. Quick step and go. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he...
Oh, he's got some space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed